I have this humongous feeling in my chest and I cannot get rid of it. And maybe I'm not trusting my intuition, but I feel like some of you guys are still being watched by people from your past. And shit, maybe this is me too, because I feel it. Like, I feel like I'm being watched, right? Specifically regarding old fucking energies. So the same thing is you. The same thing is you, right? I love this Japanese girl group called XG, and they sing in English, right? And this song is called Something Isn't Right. And in the lyrics it goes, Something isn't right. I feel that you're creeping and I don't have to be right there. Right? And those lyrics, while I was working out during the at 1 p.m. my leg workout, and then I went back today to do my cardio for 1 hour. It was like something isn't right. I feel you creeping. I don't even gotta be right there, boy. That's why I feel like something isn't right. Right? So I have a humongous feeling like you could be watched by them. They could be watching you, or you could be the one that's doing the stalking, right? That underlying energy is coming out very, 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 very heavily. But I feel like when it came down to your relationship, or it's coming down to this relationship, you could have recently, I don't want to say you could have recently stopped talking to this person, but you completely blocked this person out of your life. Completely block this person out of your life, because with the Temperance reverse and with the King of Cups reverse, they were not able to offer you the proper emotional stability you were looking for. Temperance reverse, King of Cups reverse. See this? Right now, I feel like they're trying their best to gain balance. This could even be for me because I'm a fucking Pisces. I'm a Pisces. I'm a Pisces sun, Cancer rising. My first three are two water, right? And look, Queen of Cups. So water is coming out very, very, very strong with the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like the way that you and this person started talking, the way that you and this my microphone died, so I had to switch to my iPad with this other microphone. But the way that you and this person met, you guys met very fucking unexpectedly. And second of all, with the Wheel of Fortune reverse, very unexpected. You were not expecting to have something with this person, right? But with the King of Cups and with the Temperance, they came into your reality when they did not have their shit together, and they couldn't offer you proper balance, right? The King of Cups also does signify a level of emotional immaturity when it comes down to them and situations around you and them, right? So that energy is coming out very, very, very heavily right here. I feel like the person that you're dealing with, they tend to neglect their emotional side, right? The King of Cups reverse, this person right now, they're trying to block away everything that has to do with their emotions. They're specifically not trying to feel it, they're specifically not trying to deal with it, right? So, with the Temperance right now, there's this emotional imbalance that's being caused within them. With you, with the Queen of Cups, you are focused on nurturing yourself, you are focused on nurturing your power, you're basically more focused on nurturing a part of you that had been neglected, most likely by this person, most likely by these friends, most likely by these past people, right? The Queen of Wands also coming out right here. It feels like you're sitting more in your power, or like you're trying to become more confident with yourself. You're trying to become more confident with the things around you, right? So I definitely do want you to acknowledge that with the Wheel of Fortune also being shown right here in reverse, there could be a desire from you and this person to maybe restart something, but I don't see this being a good idea because the Wheel of Fortune signifies that you would be jumping back into karmic cycles or karmic situations you really cannot be a part of. Right? Or if this person were to show back up, you guys were to create something together, or maybe you guys are trying to create something together right now, it would not be a good idea because it would not bring both of you guys any sort of balance, right? I'm telling you, this King of Cups is still looking at this Queen of Cups, right? And I feel like one thing that attracted them to you was the fact that they knew that you were going to emotionally nurture them because they could not emotionally nurture themselves. You see the difference right there? To an extent, with the Temperance reverse, I feel like they could be craving that again, and they could even be thinking about restarting this fucking cycle because of that, because they cannot nurture themselves the way that you were willing to nurture them. You understand that, right? Let's keep on diving deeper. I'm telling you, split the deck. And I was about to say, I'm telling you, that song keeps playing in my head. Something isn't right. Something ain't right. I've been feeling off lately, you cannot lie. Got me out here looking crazy. What you trying to hide? Baby, I can't take it. You can't fake it. Something ain't right. No, I know something ain't right. I see you creeping. I don't need to be right there. I see you creeping. I feel it. I know I don't have to be right there. Split the deck. The Page of Swords. The fucking Stalker card. Right? So if you feel like if you feel like they're looking at you, if you feel like they're keeping up with your stuff, most likely they are, because it makes them feel in a way control of the situation. It makes them feel in a way of control of the situation because they can see into your life, but you cannot quite see into theirs. Right? And I specifically want to point out that with the Empress right here and with the Queen of Cups, there's a sense of growth happening in your reality. There's a sense of growth that's happening within you and with the things around you, right? So it's like they see that growth. They see you doing it for yourself. And with the Page of Swords, they're curious on specifically what you're going to do next, what's going to happen next. So them keeping tabs on you from the shadows, them seeing you from the shadows makes them feel some sort of control with the Chariot. You get it? Nine of Pentacles reverse. Feelings of insecurity, feelings of not being good enough, feelings of not being stable when it comes down to them. Right now, they're really suffering with their stability. Right now, they're really suffering with their self-worth and their own insecurities. So seeing you do better kinda gives them a warmth in them, but at the same time also makes them feel very insecure and very mentally trapped in their head because they're not working as hard as you when it comes down to their goals. They're not working as hard as you to move on when it comes down to this set situation. But whose fault is that? Is that your fault or is that theirs? It's not your fault, because to me it feels like with the Queen of Cups and the Empress, you wanted to work on things. You wanted to build things. You wanted to create. But they took the route of not wanting to grow. They took the route of ego. And they're still stuck under that ego with the King of Cups. Keep doing you. Keep focusing on yourself. They'll keep watching. Keep doing you. Keep focusing on yourself. I tell you, they'll keep watching. The Devil, reverse. You're slowly and surely trying to let go of this. I will say it. They are too. But they're having a hard time doing so. Knight of Pentacles. Sometimes they even think about taking action, but they're dragging their feet. And that's their ego talking. But with the Moon, reverse, there's a lot that's coming out of them and that's forcing them to heal. While you have honestly worked on your healing, you've gone through your journey, they're barely starting it. Because after the separation, they talked about healing. I healed. In reality, you didn't. You were avoiding it. And now this Mercury retrograde is really hurting you. And I know. Good night.